Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I have Sudhanshu with me here. Sudhanshu needs no introduction. Um, Congratulations Sudhanshu for all the growth of iNeuron, and there are no words to describe the recent developments or recent growth of iNeuron. We are seeing many known faces over there, and many things are happening. So would you like to talk a little bit about what's happening in iNeuron and what's happening in the industry overall, and what is the way forward from here, Sudhanshu?
Thank you so much, Aman, for inviting me on this platform that you have and the kind of amazing channel that you have. And if I'm going to talk about a recent development, so I believe, yes, something has happened, maybe a little. That has happened recently in iNeuron. So we all are coming together so that we'll be able to provide facilities, we'll be able to provide a better education, a quality education, a pro grade education with a service and a support to all of us so that we all will be able to get a benefit out of this one. And as you have talked about recent development in our industry, so as we all know that after pandemic there are so many companies who is looking for a data scientist, who is looking for a big data engineer, who is looking for a data analyst, and not just this one, so even in other areas. So they are looking for a premium grade resources, so where they can deploy them in a project and they will be able to deliver each and everything. So I believe after this pandemic there are so many opportunities and openings which is available in a market, and if we will be able to prepare ourselves to get those jobs, to get those openings, that is like going to be amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, and Sudhanshu, one problem, or let's say in my experience also, obviously there is no ending to people wanting to switch into data science. Like 1 2 years back, we were seeing like many people wanted to switch. Then we thought, there will be a saturation and it will stop at one time. However, more and more people are coming to data science from various backgrounds, from various industry backgrounds, from various educational backgrounds. So since you have been interacting with like thousands and thousands of students day in and day out, so what would be some of the points you would want people to know basically?
See, the thing is, data science is something, or AI is something which is not going to end. Yes, phases of a data science is going to change because every day we are trying to get a more and more complex problem. We are getting into a more complex situation. So for sure, the way we are trying to solve something today, so that is going to change. I'm pretty sure about it. But like a opening or this industry is not going anywhere because it is a need, it is a need of each and every industry domain and a need of a time. So at any point of a time we all will be able to get a job, we all will be able to participate in this particular things. And again, see, tech is something which is trying to cater each and every industry. It's not just trying to cater one single industry. If I'll talk about even an agriculture industry or maybe an aviation, everywhere you will be able to find out a tech. Everywhere some sort of a app, some sort of a back end, front end, some sort of a data analysis is involved. And as long as this entire world uh, is like a world will be there, so for sure people will keep on hiring, people will keep on looking for this techies, people like us, people like you, and people like the kind of students who would like to get into this one. So there is no enough this one at all.
Yeah, and also there is a lot of recently, right, due to high attrition in all the big organizations in India, and also due to flexibility of work from home, and due to many things, right, lot of shortage for good resources, as you mentioned, right. Organizations are kind of crazy for getting good resources on board. So lot of demand for good resources, I would say. Even little below average resources, they are getting hired. But if you are good, the salary numbers which were kind of stagnant in India, now it's moving up crazy, right? And this is the right time when we can, if we can equip ourselves with good skills, then we can land into a very good opportunity in our career, right? So what would be your
That is
views
true.
views on? this? Yeah.
See, like I said, like I have already mentioned, that every industry is looking for someone who can deliver a project. And yes, attrition rate is very, very high. If I'll talk about overall attrition rate, so it's 11 or in between 12%, including startups, MNCs, and like a product-based company. So everyone is facing this sort of a issue. And yes, it is very, very difficult to find out a very, very good resources. So even if I have a basic knowledge, for sure I will be able to secure a job. There is no doubt, because there is a enough amount of openings for all of us. A cake is very, very big. So even if I will be able to get a very small portion of it, I will be very, very happy. So that is there for everyone. But if you are a very good resource, if you are very well equipped with a project, with a technology, with a system, process, and thoughts and design, for sure you will be able to bag a huge amount of a package. And again, that is applicable to all of us. And to get that kind of a skill set, to get into that kind of a project, for sure you have to work at least maybe for like a 6 month or so on yourself. You have to brush up each and everything. You have to contribute on some of the open source project, or maybe some of your personal project where you have to contribute. And if you are able to develop that kind of a skill set, and if you are able to reflect entire things on a GitHub or a LinkedIn, there are enough amount of openings which will come to you, and you will be you are going to choose that whom I'm
Right.
supposed to join. So if you are looking for that option, the only way is to work hard, dedicate yourself, not for entire life, at least for some time. So dedicate yourself, work hard, try to learn how long you or try to learn how to sit on your chair for as long as possible. Try to involve yourself in a coding, in a system design. Doesn't matter whether you are getting into data engineering, data science, or maybe a app development side, or maybe on a cloud or ops side. Doesn't matter at all, because everywhere there are enough amount of opening and opportunities are available. So I'll just say one thing, that equip yourself, and then you will be in a position to negotiate your salary with anyone and with any kind of numbers that you are looking for.
Yeah. And organizations are kind of chasing people. That's the reality of market. And
Exactly, exactly. Every organization. So even in iNeuron, so we always face a difficulty to hire a good people. It's not like people are not available. They are available. They
mhm.
have a skill set, but maybe not the kind of a base, not the kind of a skill set that we are looking for to onboard them inside our team. So likewise, every organization, every XYZ organization is facing a exact similar kind of a issue. And after pandemic, as I have mentioned earlier, so after pandemic, there are so many opportunities which is available, endless amount of opportunities which is available in a market. So it just depends upon me, so how I'm going to convert those opportunity in a job.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are many people listening and they are kind of thinking, how do I grab this or how do I go about it? So somebody can be, let's say, data science or maybe a Java developer, or somebody can be a program manager of a project. Somebody can be, marketing guy. Someone can be from a altogether different background. So for all these kind of people, right, what happens is there are few blockers. So keeping iNeuron apart for a moment, right? Since me and you know Bangalore good, right? So me and you are in Bangalore. So if somebody wants to learn data science and goes to a offline institute, the first big blocker is the money. Where from that person will bring at least 1.5 lakh rupees, and that too, with my experience, I can tell you the placement percentage would be like 5%. So Ansu, what is your experience? 5% is
Yeah, so 5 to 10% max to max. Because
yeah.
see, it doesn't. It's not. I'll not blame an institute. I'll not blame even an organization who are trying to provide training or maybe a kind of a guidance. But see, it just depends upon both organization as well as a person who is trying to take a courses, who is trying to pursue a courses from a specific one. So it's kind of a like a two way. It's not just a one way where it goes. So yes, we can't try to put up a blame on organization, not in anyone, because every organization is good. Every organization is trying to provide you something. They're trying to cater something for you. They're doing something for you for sure in their own way. And everyone is unique. So it depends upon organization. Plus, as a student or as a learner, as a practitioners of any of this technology, so even we are supposed to put effort, because at the end of the day, it's you who is going to give an interview. It's going to be you who is going to explain a project, your experiences, and whatever work you have done. It's you who is going to negotiate a salary. It's you who is looking for a new life, a new career, and a transition into a new domain or maybe a technology. So at the end of the day, everything comes on you, and you have to be ready, and you have to be prepared. And to prepare all of these things, I believe nowadays, so enough amount of even open source contents are available. Let's suppose you are not willing to pay for something, that's completely fine. Even see, in Iron, so we are trying to sell all of these courses, we are doing a marketing and each and everything. So honestly speaking, everything is fine. But I have seen even a people, right, by using an open source content and resources, and with a little bit help from people like us, they are able to make an easy transition, or they are able to grab a huge amount of a salary starting from a 3 lakh till 52 to 54 lakh. So that is a kind of a salary which is easy to get. So if you are if you are able to keep yourself ready for a next level, I believe that's completely fine. Work together and grow together. That is something that you should consider every time.
Yeah, and from the last batch of the famous iNeuron bootcamp, right? We keep hearing, like in Chris LinkedIn or your LinkedIn, many times we will keep seeing the success stories of people. So, what is like one or two main ingredients that people are, able to do this?
See, at the end of the day, what I always believe is, again, this is my personal thought, but what I always believe is learning is not enough, because we all used to learn a lot of things during our school days, during our college days, and even in our professional journey. Every
True.
day we are trying to learn, even today.
Yeah.
So we are trying to learn something. So learning is not enough, because in your interview, that is going to be a final goal for all of us. So in your interview, you can't say that, okay, fine, I have learned XYZ things, and now please take me and I will be able to deliver each and every project that you are going to assign me. No. So learning is not enough. It's all about an experience, because in your resume, you are supposed to talk about your project, you are supposed to talk about your team, you are supposed to talk about a day-to-day work that you are going to deliver, you are supposed to talk about a technology, you are supposed to talk about your achievements and deliverables. So at the end of the day, if it is going to be an experience that you have to discuss, so try to get that kind of experiences. So, and that kind of experiences you will be able to get through a project. Because doesn't matter how many Python library I'm able to learn, how many machine learning algorithm I know, how many statistics concept I know or I'm aware about, and how many deep learning, computer vision, or reinforcement learning problem statement I will be able to solve. But at the end of the day, it is going to be an experience, and that experience never comes from a learning. Yes, learning is an integrated part of your experience. That is completely fine. Every day you will learn, today, tomorrow, and when you are going to join a next organization, for sure you are going to learn. But try to get an experience, and this is what we always try to deliver inside our classes, in every classes. So FSDS, so which has been taken by me or Chris or Sunny or Paul or any other mentors, right, who is taking care of this entire batches, we always try to focus on only one thing. That fine, learning is a part, but at the end of the day, try to learn how to develop a project from a very scratch, how to maintain the entire pipeline, how to design an architecture of that particular project or a problem statement, a massive one, and how to deploy all of this project, how to manage and maintain all of these projects. So if you are able to learn all of these things, you will be able to you will feel like, okay, now I can showcase an experience in my resume. So it is going to increase a chance for your resume selection for your very first or second interview. Plus, the same experiences you are going to discuss in front of an interviewer. So in Iniron, there is a special provision that we have created. So here we try to create a DPR, a detailed project report. Means whatever you have mentioned inside your resume, so try to build it, try to do it, try to explain and express in a very, very detailed way in your detailed project report how many team was involved, what was the infrastructure, who has designed the architecture, what was your contribution, what was a team size, what was a business case that you're trying to solve, how you have solved, how much time you have taken, what kind of a maintenance that you're trying to do, what was a kind of a pipeline that you have built. There are many more things you will be able to find out. So we always try to focus on an experience side, and we have integrated a learning as a part of that experience that we try to give. And just because of it, multi thousands people are able to crack a job without a pain. So that is a like a
True.
special ingredient, as you have asked. So that is a special ingredient that I don't use to provide always. Learning, but till certain extent, experience is all.
True. So projects are something that is, first yes, somebody tells it very right. First impression is the last impression, right? So that is like interviewer will throw the ball in your court, and then you have to play it very well when they tell you explain your project.
Exactly, because that is the very first question people are going to ask you, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to ask you that how many things you know or how many things you have learned. That is not going to be a question or a part of discussion at all. It is going to start from your experience, that what you have done, what you were doing in your previous organization. So try to prepare for that. And again, when I'm talking about a project, I'm not just talking about some basic project. I'm talking about
True.
at least one very, very big project with a complete pipeline, end to end development, deployment, maintenance, that kind of an industry grade project I'm talking about. So if you are able to build such kind of a project, or if you are a part of such kind of a project, for sure you will be able to grab an opportunity in an easiest possible way.
True. Nowadays, the interviews have changed. In if you go like 3 4 years back, right? The interview used to be little easy, I would say. Nowadays, as there are more and more profiles of data science coming, if you go to LinkedIn, there will be like I think 13 lakhs plus profiles. Some time back, I saw. So how do people filter good candidates? This is how
Uh,
people filter.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So nowadays, I'll tell you one thing. So
Hmm.
nowadays, so whenever I used to get a resume, so I
Hmm.
don't even look into their resume, their projects, and everything. So what I do is I simply try to find out a link of a GitHub. So do you have a GitHub link in your resume?
Yeah.
If yes, I'll click over there, and then I'll try to check what in all repositories you have created, whether it's your repository or you have just forked that repository from someone else,
Yes.
right? And then I try to look into the code quality that you have developed, or how many times you have done a check-in, what you are trying to build, how you are trying to maintain a project. So that will be my first priority, because see, project wise you can write any xyz thing, that's completely fine, but I need a proof of it, that okay, if you are saying that you have done this project or you have this kind of a capabilities, then please show it to me, right? So that will be my like a very first point that I always look for personally. Again, there are a different organization who is having a different kind of a culture in terms of hiring people,
Hmm.
but this is what I always try to observe. And if like a resume, or if GitHub looks good to me, then I try to schedule a call for a very first round. So that is my strategy.
Yeah. So to everyone who is trying to apply for iNeuron, this is the thing you have to maintain, guys. Good GitHub profile, and that too, you should not kind of copy it or fork it, or you should be kind of little active. And also nowadays, not only Sudhanshu is saying this, many places they will LinkedIn and GitHub are playing very very
Yeah,
crucial role.
nowadays everywhere, almost everywhere, so people are looking for that proof. So you have to give a proof somehow, so that we will be able to evaluate and validate. It will be easy for us, right, to give a call or not to give a call.
Right. And it has changed little bit the way, previously 5 6 years 10 years back, people used to put their resume in a job portal and wait for the call to come. Now it's many things, what you do on LinkedIn, what you do on, let's say, YouTube, or what you do on, let's say, a Facebook data science page. In Quora, maybe people will go and see your profile. So things have changed little bit.
Yes, yeah, a lot of things have changed, and I believe GitHub and LinkedIn, so if you are able to maintain, that is more than enough.
Yeah. So there is another new fresh batch starting on I think 7th of May. Sudhanshu,
Yeah,
this one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bootcamp.
So new full stack data science batch, which is a premium batch and premium offering from our side. So that is going to start once again from 7th of May. And yes, so I'll be the one who is going to take care of that batch as a main mentor. And apart from me, so Chris and Paul and Sunny and many other team members who will be engaged in terms of giving classes, in terms of service, support, and many more things, and a hand holding for sure.
Yes, hand holding, and if you are coming from, if you basically want somebody to guide you through the entire journey and not leave you in between, right? So they should not leave you with a this is done, we are done.
Yeah,
Okay.
and even we are working from office, so anytime, so you can visit our office, you can sit with us, sit with our team. There are people, so day in day out, so they are sitting with us. There are students, there are professionals, so who is working from our office, right? So you can adopt even that kind of a culture, because yes, our offices are open for all of you, and here you will be able to get a complete guidance. Those who will not be able to travel or those who will not be able to come, it's completely fine. We have a support team who will be available. There will be an assistant mentor who will be available, and at the end of the day, you all will be able to get service support that we are committed for.
Very good to know that. So, guys, if you were kind of in dilemma which course to choose or where to go, and the price is also very very affordable for this, I will say. So you can just go to Anuron website. I'll put the link. You can compare the cost. So if it's not a premium quality and good cost, then probably we will not be talking about it. Okay, it's premium
Yes. Yep.
quality and good cost.
Yep.
And I know many of you, so this will be kind of how long it will go, Sudhanshu, like in terms.
So that is a course which is designed for 1 year. So 1 year on even more, because our syllabus is very very huge. We have included Python, machine learning, statistics, deep learning, computer vision, NLP, some portion of a data engineering side like a big data, some portion of a data analytics side we have mentioned, so that it is going to secure you in each and every field. And when you are going to join an industry, you will be able to like crack a job in a easiest possible way. And with every module, we have integrated a massive amount of a real time project. When I'm saying real time project, I'm talking about a industry grade project that we have developed and designed for a multiple client. So that kind of a project we have integrated inside this entire curriculum, because as I have mentioned, that learning is fine, but at the end of the day, it's all about an experience, because that is something that you're going to explain in front of an interviewer. So we have made sure that entire experience we will be able to give you, and it is going to make your life very very easy, and that too without burning your pocket.
Yeah, that last part was very very good to hear, because that's the biggest roadblocker. Many people come from various kinds of backgrounds, right? And somebody can be a fresher. If somebody is in a job, maybe they can somehow afford, but if somebody is a fresher, it sometimes become very very hard for them, right?
Exactly, exactly. Because I don't always believe in like a affordable education for all, accessible education for all with a premium grade, and this is what we are trying to do.
Yeah. um, and also there are many people who kind of cannot give a very long commitment, or maybe somebody who is at a managerial position, or somebody who is just wants to know the things in a structured way at high level. So I would also want to mention here there are a couple of more courses that we are launching on iNeuron. For those courses, I will be the mentor, and the good thing is that will be coming in both English and Hindi. And the purpose of those courses are to make you aware of various components of data science, not at very deep level, at high level. That will cover your stats, machine learning, Python if you have not coded in your life, Python starting from scratch, some machine learning, some things on how to create your resume, how to create your a profile, and what to expect in the interview. All these things will be covered. So we will be soon
Yeah.
sharing the details of that as well. Yeah.
Exactly. So welcome to Iron Aman. So yes, we are very very pleased to have you on this particular platform, and for sure it is going to help many others, many people at a time. So who is not even aware about a technology or what it takes to get into a data industry, and I believe that courses that you are going to launch in both the languages, English and Hindi, that is going to help us a lot to all of us for sure. And for sure, so it's a commitment from my own side that will try to keep a price as much affordable as possible, so that it is not going to cost you a lot to understand a basic or maybe an advance.
For both the courses, whatever courses we are talking about here, from my neuron side, it will not be expensive. I would say it will be very very affordable.
Very very affordable, yeah, that I can make sure. Yes.
And also, when we talk of providing something to you, then it does not come like, we provide something to you then our job ends there. No. So if you are stuck somewhere, we are there to help you. If you want, different kinds of ad hoc support, right? For example, you want us to review your resume, or maybe help you with a mock interview, all those
Yeah.
things.
So all of those things are by default an integrated part of a iNeuron. So it doesn't matter at all. So what kind of courses you are going to take, service is very very important, because I always believe that in education industry, without hand holding, and especially into a tech side of a education industry, so it's very very important to provide an hand holding to anyone who would like to come inside this area. Because without that, sometime what happens is like we feel frustrated that this is not working, that is not working, this installation I'm not able to do, or that is that kind of a code I'm not able to write. At that point of a time, we all need someone to help us, to rescue us, and that is something that I know is doing since last 3 year or so.
Yeah, with many satisfied faces all over internet.
Yeah, so we have even Hall of Fame, so where you can connect with achievers. Recently, we have launched Hall of Fame, and every day you will be able to see our numbers are increasing over there. And it's just been 6 to 7 days, and 90 plus people are the part of Hall of Fame, and whoever is a part of Hall of Fame, they are an achiever. So soon you will be able to find out all thousands and thousands, multi-thousand achievers over there in our Hall of Fame. And you can connect with them, you can discuss with them, you can talk to them that what kind of facilities that we were providing, because we have just opened this one, so that you will be able to connect in a easiest possible way without even asking us.
That's a very very good point, Sudhanshu. So what happens is, many times people will ask, I want to take this institute, that course, should I take or should I not take? I always say the best people to answer you is go to nearby tea stall and talk to somebody who has done that course. So connect on LinkedIn, as Sudhanshu is saying, to Hall of Fame people and talk to them, what how their journey has been, what they were when they started the course, what kind of difficulties also you can ask they faced, right?
Exactly. So everything, so that's the reason, so we have opened up each and everything, so that it will be easy for anyone to connect and take a guidance, and that what I should do, what I should not do. So yes, all of them are intellectual people who will be able to help you out instantly.
Yeah. So anything that you want to tell to students, Sudhanshu, to conclude?
See, at the end of the day, like I said, and I keep on mentioning these things, that don't run for a lot of learning. Try to convert those learnings in an experience, because that is something that you will be able to showcase to an entire world. That is going to increase your value. So if you are looking for a high salary, a very good job, if you would like to join an amazing organization, always try to get an experience, because organizations are not going to evaluate you based out of your learning, but yes, they are going to appreciate your experiences. Learning is just a part, and try to learn how to sit on your chair as much as possible, because that is going to lead you to a massive project, and that is going to lead you to an experience. So try to get an experience. This is it from my side, and for sure we all can make a transition, or whatever we have we have decided to achieve. It is easy in that way.
Yeah. So try to gain more and more experiences, try to sit on your chair, make mistakes, learn from the mistakes, And also one more thing on Sudhanshu's point I would like to add here. If you have knowledge, let's say I have knowledge on NLP, CV, I can do, normal machine learning, I can do this thing, that thing, that we call jack of all trades, right? But I will be more confident if I'm a CV guy. I am an in-depth CV guy, right? So I can talk to anyone on CV, whatever, whoever is there, right? So that
Yeah, so
brings a,
initially, yes, you can try to focus on one,
yeah,
but yeah, so try to get as much as possible in terms of experience.
right. So learning never ends, but the kind of field we are in, it's a continuous process, obviously. So it's not like the old days where you learn and then it stops and that is what your repository is. No, repository should grow for everyone.
Exactly, exactly.
So thanks, Sudhanshu, for your time, and we will be working together towards providing quality education on very very affordable price. That's the mission on which both of us are. So
Thank
yeah,
you so much. Thank you so much, Aman, for inviting me on your channel, and see you soon. Yeah,
thanks, Sudhanshu. Have a nice
thank
day.
you so much. You too. Yeah, thank you.